The Polytechnic University of the Philippines Research Management Office. The Research Management Officer (RMO) is the research arm of the Office of the Vice President for Research, Extension, and Development, and hence is in charge of providing support services to the Vice President for Research, Extension, and Development on both administrative and technical matters. The objectives of the Research Management Office are: first, to properly implement the university research agenda. Second, to dramatically improve the research capabilities and skills of the university's faculty and employees. Third, to exponentially increase the CHED-recognized, ISI, Scopus indexed research presentation and publications of all faculty and employees in all campuses and branches of the university. Fourth, to incrementally increase the research incentives, privileges, and awards for all faculty and employees who do quality scientific research internally and externally. And, finally, to remarkably widen the university's networks and linkages for internationalization. The services that are offered by RMO include paper presentation financial assistance, publication and citation incentives, thesis and dissertation grant, Invention disclosure incentives, merit promotion, University Ethics Board,
Gawad class,
Gawad Lithala, College or Branch Research Fund, internally funded researches and externally funded researches. Paper presentation financial assistance. The university shall provide financial assistance to paper presenters in national and international conference. For international conferences, the university shall provide for the actual expenses, provided that the amount of financial assistance for conferences held within ASEAN, Hong Kong and Taiwan shall not exceed 90,000 pesos, and 120,000 pesos for conferences held outside ASEAN, Hong Kong and Taiwan. For national conferences, the usual financial assistance allowed by circulars or guidelines issued by the Department of Budget and Management and the Commission on Audit shall apply. Merit promotion. This provides an opportunity for faculty members to avail of merit promotion scheme on the basis of research publication and citation. In this promotion scheme, a faculty member who has published a paper or is cited in national or international refereed or peer-reviewed journals, ISI or Scopus indexed, shall be entitled to either one rank or sub-rank promotion. Only permanent regular faculty members and regular administrative employees with at least a master's degree can avail of this scheme. Point and credit system. Full papers or research outputs published in a CHED or PASIC recognized national journal publication shall earn the applicant 10 points. For papers or research outputs published in a Web of Science or Scopus indexed international journal publication, applicant shall earn 20 points. In the case of multiple authorship, the points shall be divided among the number of authors of the journal article. If the applicant's research work article was cited in a CHED or PASIC recognized national journal publication, the applicant shall earn 5 points, and if the applicant's research work article was cited in a Web of Science or Scopus indexed international journal publication, the applicant shall earn 10 points. In the case of multiple authorship, the points shall be divided among the number of authors of the journal article. To be considered for a one-rank and sub-rank promotion, an applicant for the instructor sub-ranks must earn at least 20 points. An applicant for the assistant professor rank and sub-ranks must earn at least 30 points. An applicant for the associate professor rank and sub-ranks must earn at least 40 points. An applicant for professor sub-ranks must earn at least 50 points.
Gawad class,
Outstanding Researcher Award. Who are eligible for nomination? The nominee must be a regular faculty member of the university regardless of rank or a permanent administrative employee for at least 3 years at the time of nomination. The Vice President for Research, Extension, and Development through the Research Management Office (RMO) will call for nominations from January to the second Friday of March each year. A Gawad class awardee shall receive 100,000 pesos and a plaque. In case of a tie, the cash prize shall be divided among the winners. Each finalist shall receive 10,000 pesos and a certificate of recognition. Gawad Lithala, International Publication Excellence Award. The university introduces the annual Gawad Lithala Publication Excellence Award to recognize PUP leaders in various academic fields through a number of high-quality publications. To qualify for Gawad Lithala Pilak na Medalya, the applicant must have 2 to 3 publication and at least 2 journals. To qualify for Gawad Lithala Gintong Medalya, the applicant must have 4 or more publication and 3 or more journals. The applicant with the highest number of publications, 4 and above, may automatically be awarded 50,000 pesos. In a case of a tie, each recipient will receive the award and the full incentive of 50,000 pesos. Other recipients with lesser number of publications shall likewise be awarded using the following scheme. University Ethics Board. All external researchers who seek University Research Ethics Board certification clearance to conduct research works in the university shall pay a corresponding fee. Graduate researchers, commissioned or non-commissioned, shall pay 2,000 pesos. Senior high school and undergraduate researchers shall pay 150 pesos. For every complaint about research honesty and integrity of each bona fide student and/or permanent employee of the university, they shall pay 5,000 pesos. Publication and citation incentives. To increase research works for broader dissemination and utilization, the university offers incentives for publication and citation in Web of Science or Scopus indexed, CHED recognized, JIP Type A and B journals, PASIC accepted, reputable journals, and PUP institutionalized or university journals. Amount of support and incentives. For each publication, the applicant shall receive the following incentives. For each citation, the applicant shall receive the following incentives. Thesis and dissertation grant. The university shall provide thesis and dissertation grant to full-time faculty members and permanent administrative employees after the completion of a graduate degree. The amount of grant shall depend on the graduate level completed. The amount of grant for master's thesis level is 40,000 pesos. And for dissertation level, the amount of grant is 60,000 pesos. College or branch research fund. College or branch research fund may be utilized in any college or branch research, capacity building initiative, local scholarly work publication and research capability building participation upon the approval of the President, through the Vice President for Finance, the Vice President for Research, Extension, and Development, and the concerned sector Vice President, as recommended by the Dean or Director. Each college or branch research fund project shall have a budget not more than 100,000 pesos per college or branch, and shall only cover the maintenance and other operating expenses as evaluated, approved, and recommended by the RMO. Externally funded researches. A financial assistance sponsored by external fund providers is awarded to a research proposed by colleges, branches, and research institutes or centers. The grant may cover, wholly or partly, the cost and/or other incidental expenses relating to the conduct of the proposed research. The grant also covers honoraria, operating expenses, and costs of books and equipment. Internally funded researches. A financial assistance sponsored by the university is awarded to a research proposed by college or branch or research institute or center, which is aligned to the university research agenda and advantageous to the university in terms of publication, commercialization, intellectual property, and policy making. The grant may cover, wholly or partly, the cost and/or other incidental expenses relating to the conduct of the proposed research. The grant also covers honoraria, operating expenses, and costs of books and equipment. Other funding support includes the reduction of teaching load and night service pay. The lead proponent shall be entitled to a maximum of 12 units reduction of teaching load and 6 units for the co-proponents. All proponents may be entitled to a maximum of 3 units or hours of temporary substitution load. Qualified part-time faculty members who are not employed in other agencies shall carry a maximum of 12 units of part-time teaching load. They shall be allowed, however, to handle temporary substitution, depending on the nature and scope of their participation in the research project. Invention disclosure incentives. The Invention disclosure incentives is granted to inventors, researchers, faculty members, students, and administrative staff of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. The main purpose of the Invention disclosure incentives is to encourage innovation and increase patenting activity in the university. Incentive schemes. For faculty members, administrative personnel, and students who were granted a certificates of utility model or industrial design, a fixed amount of 10,000 pesos is awarded per technology. For publication of patent in IPO Gazette, a fixed amount of 15,000 pesos is awarded, and an amount of 25,000 pesos is awarded for the issuance of patent certificate. A total fixed amount of 50,000 pesos is awarded per patent invention. Faculty members or administrative personnel are entitled to one rank vertical promotion for any sole patent invention, once a patent certification was issued or granted, and one-step increment for any sole utility model or industrial design, once a certification was issued or granted by the Bureau of Patents, Intellectual Property of the Philippines. For more information, visit www.pup.edu.ph/research/RMO or contact your respective faculty researcher.